1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead. It became the classic horror film of its time. Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all times. Dawn of the Dead. Night of the Living Dead has ended. Dawn of the Dead is here.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill.
They must be destroyed on sight.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. Dawn of the Dead.
And I'd like to introduce my partner in crime, is Chris Stravakis, the tiny little brother of Tasha Stravakis, who could not make it because he's enjoying himself in Japan.
Yeah, but his jacket is here from Dawn of the Dead.
That's right.
Oh,
In order to include Chris, I will let him run down the row and introduce everybody before we start this thing.
All right.
And make him turn on the light.
Not anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jim Kretz, the helicopter zombie. Lenny Lee's machete in the head zombie. Tony Booba, the blood pressure machine biker.
That's like Jerry's kids or
$50 a day will be Tony Booba.
David Early, Sidney Berman from WGON TV. Scott Reiniger. David Emge. Mr. Ken Forrest. Bob Michelucci. Now, if you're curious, Bob is a zombie who gets shot and then comes back later and attacks somebody else.
We'll point that out.
We'll point that out.
You have that on tape?
Oh, yeah.
Moon Baby, the biker who throws pies while George is running past dressed as Santa Claus. You might also recognize Marty as the other garbage man from Creepshow.
Yes, that's right. The other garbage man.
And Tony Bennett.
I've already explained what we're going to do. The cast kind of knows what we're going to do. And if Chris will man that dimmer switch, we'll get started with a scene and rock on with this.
Oh, right. Just play Mystery Science Theater. That's right.
I'm not so you believe that they are returning to life and attacking the living. I'm not so sure what to believe, Doctor. All we get is what you people tell us. And it's hard enough to believe. It's hard enough to believe without you coming in here, and you're not running a talk show. Mr. Berman, you can forget pitching an audience the moral bullshit they want to hear.
Help your solutions, Doctor, and I, for one, don't blame them.
Every dead body that is not
Still
exterminated
here.
becomes one of them. It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill. Who killed those supers? Yeah, who told you to kill those supers?
Nobody, I killed them. They're out of state. You know you're on the air?
What's going on? I want those supers on the air all the time. Not those rescue situations on the screen every minute. People won't watch it. They'll tune out.
Are you willing to murder people by sending them out to stations that are closed down?
I want that list up on the screen every minute that we're on the air. Anybody here, right? What the hell are you doing? Get back on the console. Let's go to a football game. Get that idiot off here. Stop this mess. Lucas, get back here on the console. Bam. Get somebody in here who can run this thing. Get that fucking idiot off the air. We're staying on the air.
That starts the film. And David Early, of course, you have your role. You're trying more or less trying to keep peace in that scene, and why all hell breaks loose around you. And I don't know. That's just how it begins. You can tell things are going from bad to worse real fast in that scene.
You talk about Romero's style. I mean, his style of writing, we're putting you right in the middle of the action.
Correct. You
with
hit
no
the action
explanation.
first.
You're just right in it without explaining the head or tail, which cuts out all that exposition that, you know,
That's
falls
right.
down
You
a lot of
don't
movies.
need a whole lot of backstory when you just jump right into it at first. There you go.
It's the grammar.
That shot at channel 53?
53.
53.
No, up on PPC. That was PPC. No, it was channel 53 up in,
I think Jim Bafico's not here because of the next scene, so we don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
Chris, go ahead and we'll continue.
Martinez! You've been watching. You know we've got this building surrounded.
Those bastards got them moved into one building. Dumb little bastard. Looks like they're really gonna try to fight us. Come on.
Martinez. People on this project are your responsibility. We don't want any of them hurt, and neither do you.
I'm giving you 3 minutes, Martinez.
I'm giving you 3 minutes, Martinez. Turn over your weapons and surrender.
There's no charges against you.
There are no charges against you or any of your people.
Yes. Come on, Martinez.
Yeah, come on, Martinez. Show your greasy little Puerto Rican ass so I can blow it right off. Blow all their asses off, low-life bastards. Blow all their low-life little Puerto Rican and nigger asses right off.
You're Rod, right? Roy Tucker.
How the hell come we stick these low-life bastards in these big-ass fancy hotels anyway? Shit, man, this is better than I got. Hey, you ain't gonna talk them out of here. You gotta blow them out.
Just stay cool, okay? When we go in there, don't pop off, all right? I'll be okay.
Come on, let's get on with it. This is a waste of my time.
Let's go! Let's go! Move in! Move in!
Come on, you dumb bastards. Come and get him.
This'll try to 1,000 feet!
Work yourself down. Floor at a time. Keep down. Come on, work yourself down. One floor at a time. Keep down. Damn.
Come on, you little bastards.
Bully's gone ape shit, man.
Bully! Hey! Give me your hands, big man! Give me your hands, somebody! What? Help me! He's crazy!
The believer man!
Not that room! Not that room!
that was always one of my favorite roles, and not for the lines of dialogue, but for the sole fact that in the same situation, I'd like to think I just blow everybody away too. And I think that's why everybody in the room here is applauding right now.
I hope that's a relationship with that young squat boy. Why are you so sad?
I was trying to set up my character.
Anybody know?
I'm glad you dropped it by the time you got that.
Do you think there was something about all the religious icons that got knocked over when the spots were coming in there?
Yeah, that
What
was
were the
one of my
thoughts on
thoughts. Because I noticed that when we first shot it and got to view that, there's a lot of voodoo kind of things going on there, and I think that's one of George's themes. So.
It's a religion of the poor, too. It was a housing project. George thinks that level, you know, where he put it in.
And I think he thinks it broadly. I think, not only with the poor, I think there's something about religion, voodoo, a lot of
Well, it's all part of it later.
Yeah,
That,
right,
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So he has it in a lot of, maybe it pertains to African Americans because it is voodoo and an African religion. But I think that the spiritualism of George, of course, is part Cuban. So that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, the Caribbean, I mean, that's where the voodoo is actually from, and it's an offshoot of Catholicism, which is where this priest character shows up a little bit later on.
Right.
I mean, living in New York City, they're always finding chickens with no heads laying around. So it's a very active situation.
And very true. And very true.
Off the head.
That was exactly where I was going.
You go there. You go there.
I got, well,
Go ahead.
I got, there was this big setup with this stunt, and they said, you're going to blow off the head. And I said, what? You're going to blow off the head? Someone said, we're going to do it. I said, I'm going to do it. I said, really? He said, I'm going to see this. So I watched this whole thing happen, and it was spectacular when you did it, but on film, excellent.
Oh,
Excellent.
well, you know what? Remember the effects guy we had, Gary Gonzalez? He tried to blow that up first.
Oh, Gary Gonzalez.
He tried to blow it up from within, and then it went. It like swelled up and shrunk and didn't do anything. So we said, let's just blow with a shotgun, and we really took a bare wall.
Right.
Bare wall, nothing behind it, nobody behind it.
Right.
Gary Zeller deserves a mention because he was always in the assembly room setting up the explosives with a lit cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
So he didn't have many people bothering him.
And Gary's doing very well since then. Academy Award winner.
He also got Itty Bitty Nightlight. Now his brother, yeah, where they made a on the night, yeah. But you know, he was fired from our show. Right. None of his things were off.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
All they did, they burned you.
No, he was running around in the hotel naked, firing a machine gun. We all did that. On Christ's night. You didn't know that?
He was very wild.
Wait. When did this happen?
Remember when you didn't see Gary anymore?
Right, okay, I know it was drinking, that's why.
That's why.
Naked? With a machine gun running? Watch the first night. Oh, first night. Okay, that's one we can skip. Let's go back.
I promise not to ask Jim his motivation for the scene.
No, I don't know.
He's been yelling it since the movie started.
Yeah, I know.
Jim died.
The
night that we shot that stuff, it was so cold.
That's another.
It was easy to be angry.
Oh, yeah.
Get the heck out of there.
Like I said, the character is a powerful character. It's a turning point in the film because it starts out with, Martinez and Scott mimicking, and it's a big joke, and then you get up and just start blasting. I mean, it's just a massive turning point.
There's no way any of us could work on that film today because we were all so much younger then. Because those scenes, with George would set up a scene like that, you'd be working 16 hours.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Every night, it would just be Sunday. Yeah, 3-4 days in a row. It would just be gone.
Well, also, you couldn't afford to shoot that movie. You couldn't get a mall. You couldn't do it great.
Yeah.
You couldn't get us for $20 a day.
Yeah, right.
I thought I was going to get to blow the head off. I thought the deal was I was going to go down and kick the door in and blow the head off. And I was sort of disappointed when you told me, no, you just shoot the gun, we'll blow the head off later. But I was in the room when you hit it with the shotgun. That was pretty impressive.
That image became very controversial because it was in Hustler magazine. Hustler was being attacked for pornography. Then they somehow got a frame of the film before it was even released and put it in there and say what is pornographic, this or.
Do you remember whose head it was? It's Galen Ross's head.
Yes.
Galen Ross's head?
We cast Galen Ross's head for the alternate ending when she kills herself.
That's right, that's right.
Which we shot.
Yeah.
We didn't shoot the head going in, we shot her body falling.
Yeah.
And then we had her head, so we painted it brown and put hair on it, and glass eyes, and filled it with food.
Disgusting.